Hi guys, welcome back to the channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new actually. My name is Tawana, and today I thought we are going to do something a little different. I've never done a video like this before, so bear with me. But we're going to be doing a little Q&A slash chit chat get ready with me video. But yeah, I just thought we could do something a little different where, well, I actually told you guys, ask me anything on Instagram that you might have, questions or anything really that you might want to ask in this video. So thank you for everybody that did submit a question or just had a comment to make, whatever it was. And be sure to follow me on Instagram so that you can keep up for this type of thing in the future, because I think I might do this again, who knows. But I do want to quickly thank today's sponsor for this video, which is Major Allure Cosmetics actually. And we have some really cute items here, lashes and gloss that we'll be featuring from them today. But let's not, waste too much time. As you can see, your girl is barefaced. I only did my brows already. So let's jump into this video. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I did do my brows already. And I use the, it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills. The Brow Wiz is what I use to just fill in my brows a little bit. And I use some LA Girls concealer just around the edges. So let's start off first. This is my primer that I use. It is just the Fenty Beauty hydrating primer. Yeah, I think this is a new one where it's let me see. Yeah, hydrating primer. That's right. She had a matte primer, I think, or just a regular one. And this is the newer version. I'm trying to focus for you guys to see it. I'm sorry if you can't see it. I will pop everything on the screen if it's hard for you to see. But yeah, it's the hydrating primer. So we're gonna start off by just priming the rest of my face. Well, all of my face, I should say. But yeah, what is up? I'm acting like you guys can actually reply to me. Obviously you can't. But I hope everybody is doing well regardless. Today, I think yesterday actually was when Joe Biden, President Biden, I should say, sorry, being disrespectful. When President Biden actually said that they passed a bill for the stimulus check. So Twitter has been popping off with the freaking stimmy memes. It's so funny. They're like Biden bucks and Moneyback Joe. It's been hilarious to see. Still waiting on my stimmy, so it's only been 24 hours or less, so what can you do? And by the way, if I look very tired, the bags under my eyes are a little bit pronounced today, more than usual, it is because I was up till 2 a.m. last night watching the show that I just started watching on Netflix, and that is called Dr. Foster, actually. And that is such a freaking good show. I won't put any spoilers in here just in case you guys do want to obviously, watch it eventually. But it's the plot is basically this doctor. She has her husband and son. And then I think what happened was she finds a strand of hair, blonde hair. And she's like, oh, is he cheating on me? And then apparently he was. And she doesn't tell him. She knows that he's cheating. And she's just plotting against this man. So I actually finished season 1. It was only 5 episodes, a mini series. Finished that, and I stayed up watching season 2. And all them characters in this freaking show be pissing me off, I'm not gonna lie. Even Dr. Foster, who is the protagonist, but it's still pretty good. So yeah, that's what I was doing all night. That's why I'm so tired today. What can you do though? Any good recommendations, I guess, that you guys been watching on Netflix, Hulu, Prime, whatever it is? Do let me know in the comments, because I'm waiting on my good shows to come back, The Handmaid's Tale. I'm also waiting on Ozark, and You, of course, season 3 is coming out pretty soon. But yeah, that's what I've been up to really, apart from just working and YouTube, of course. So now this is not what I'm using on my face. I do have, it's actually the Maybelline. So this says MAC, it's in a MAC bottle, but this is actually the Maybelline Fit Me foundation that I use in Warm Coconut. So I did put it in this old MAC bottle that I had just because basically it has a pump on this bottle and the Fit Me doesn't come with a pump. So I just poured it in here, and I had a hard time trying to remember the shade because I'm out, y'all. And we're going to have to struggle and get the last bits of this foundation out. But basically, yeah, this is what we're working with today. So mind your business for now. We're just going to, pass this on here real ratchet style. What can you do sometimes, Just get the rest of it out, like I said. Because I do need to pick up another bottle. I forgot to do so before the video, and that's on me. I'm sorry. But yeah, it is, as I said, it is the Warm Coconut, I believe. That's my shade that I use in the Fit Me foundation. Now, let's get on to these questions because I feel like I've just been talking a lot about nothing really. So, I mean, the questions were just, I think, generic stuff. A couple of them are like, you know. But first thing was, I did start like working out recently, and one or two people asked me like, what was I doing at the gym really? Like, I think I mentioned one time that I'm doing strength training. So they're like, what exactly do you do for your strength training at the gym? So basically, I work with a trainer. I see him twice a week with 2 other, people I'm working out with in like a group fitness thing. So I see him twice weekly. I do have like a membership pass for our 24-hour gym, so I can go like any day of the week. But for the trainer, it's twice weekly. And as I said, it's focusing on strength training, which is just muscle building really. The basis of it all. Now, we basically have, well, since it's 2 sessions, we're doing like arm day and then leg days. It interchanges. So Mondays, we do our leg days. And then Thursdays, when we go back and see the trainer, we do our arm days. And I had arm day last Thursday, and yo, it worked me the hell out. I'm not going to lie. It was very, very difficult. We did like, obviously, it's a combination of things. So like leg days, we might do like spin bikes. We do, I don't know the names of these things. Like my trainer says the names and I can remember it like in a moment, but I can never remember. But we did do like for arm day on Thursday, we did like deadlifts. We did that. We worked a little bit on this machine that he did, like just a whole combination of things. I'll see like if I can give y'all like a day in my life soon where you can kind of see a little bit of what I'm doing. But yeah, that's my focus right now. And that's only, as I said, to build muscle. I'm not really like doing much cardio. I do a little bit obviously, but because it helps burn fat, but I just want to build a little bit more muscle and be more fit because I am not the fittest person. I'm not like I'm not a bigger person in size or anything, but I'm not fit. Like I walk up a flight of stairs and I'm like, I need a minute to compose myself and, just regulate my breathing and everything. So that's what we're doing at the gym right now. And it's been really good. Like I started back in January with the trainer. He's amazing, by the way. And I've just been, it's hard, obviously. It's been really tough at the beginning, but now I feel like I'm getting more fitter. And I'm toning up, definitely. I can see the definition a little bit. So, it's slowly working out. Oh, and I didn't mention the, I'm using the sponge here, which is actually my Fenty Beauty blender, like sponge. And it's got like a curve. Oh my God, this focus today. But yeah, it's got like the curved edge right here on either side. So I do like that about that sponge. And then the top is flat as well. So that's what we're using right now. And I'm just, as I said, we already primed and we're putting on our foundation and just making sure it's evenly distributed across on my face. And by the way, I haven't said it yet, but disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist in any way. I'm not super good at makeup. I feel like I do my foundation and the base really good, but I'm not, amazing on eyeshadow or anything. But we're actually gonna focus on our eyes a little bit now. I'm gonna first set my lids using, this is the ABH, so Anastasia Beverly Hills. Wait, no, this is my lip gloss. Lip stain. Wrong thing. What am I talking about, y'all? Yeah, so now I'm gonna set my lids using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. If you guys can see it right there. This is in Tan Sand, so number 42S. Yeah, that is the shade we're using. And this I use it sparingly just because it is much lighter than my actual skin tone, and I don't want to be like, casket ready or anything. But I'm just gonna do about 2 dots here on my lids. Yep, and now I am gonna go back in with that same Fenty Beauty blender and blend, just spread it out pretty oily. All right, question 2 was actually, let me double check here. Oh yeah, so somebody asked, and this is from people like, person back home, they said, why did I choose to not do videos in my Dominican accent? Or why did I use this accent or whatever to do videos? So for anybody who doesn't know, I'm originally from an island in the Caribbean called, the Caribbean is how I actually say it. But anybody who doesn't know, I'm actually from an island in the Caribbean called Dominica. And now, obviously everywhere in the world has its own distinct accent, and so do we back home. Don't sound like this. So I'll tell you guys it was two reasons why I actually chose to just speak in a standard American accent. For one, when I first moved here, my first semester, I had this really lovely roommate, American girl. She, helped me out, helped me find stuff on campus, gave me rides because I didn't have a car or anything, and super, super helpful. Loved her. She's honestly the best. So her younger sister, who's like probably 18 at that point, or 17, came to visit one weekend. And I always made it like a conscious note, of knowing that I have a different accent, and if you speak too quickly or just, the different tonations in your voice, people might not understand you because they're not used to that. Nothing against this, of course. So I always made it a point to kind of speak just clearly, proper, but in my accent, And I said something, I remember we were talking like in my roommate's room, and her sister, I said something and she went like, I said like something about, it doesn't matter. And she goes, it doesn't matter. Like she was just like making fun of the word, like, wait, I said matter. But yeah, so she was just like, like the way making fun of how I said the word. And my roommate was obviously like really sweet. She's like, shut the hell up or whatever to her sister. But it just kind of threw me off, where it was the first time, like, where I know I was making a conscious decision to speak more, like better, not better, but just speaking clearer than I probably would to somebody back home, on the island. And somebody was still making fun of how I spoke. So yeah, I kind of like stopped speaking to non-island people, non-Caribbean people at that point. And there was like very few, like the school I went to, very few, I guess, people that were born in Caribbean or on the islands were there, going to school there. And a lot of like, I guess, first gen and second gen kids who were like, their parents were immigrants, migrated to the US, but they were American, obviously. And they understood me a little better, obviously, because they're used to like the dialects and the terminology that we use back home and everything. But I just kind of like, shut off. And I was like, I'm just going to say the bare minimum, I guess, to people because I don't want to be made fun of. So that was one of the reasons. And then over time, I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to silence myself for you. So I kind of just like moved past that. Then the second thing was actually like before I actually created a YouTube channel, I watched this. She's a Jamaican American YouTuber called Octavia B. If you don't watch her content, chef's kiss, you need to check her out. But she also like, she speaks, she was born in Jamaica, moved to the US, a while back. She also speaks like, obviously, with the standard American accent. She lives in New York City or New Jersey. And she had made mention, like before I even made my channel, where, by the way, I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm using on my lids today. So I'm using my another ABH palette, another ABH product. This is the Modern Renaissance, I think. No, this is actually the Prism palette by ABH, so we're gonna be using that today. Now, I'm not sure what colors I'm gonna use, y'all. This is what the palette looks like. So I might do like orange, and then I want to do a little bit of this one here. I don't know, we'll see. Let's start with this lighter little color at the bottom here. So we're gonna go into that and just pack that onto your lids a little bit. Not pack, but we're gonna blend out the shadow. Back to the story. Anyways, as I was saying, so the Jamaican American YouTuber I watched, she was just basically saying that people are like, why don't you speak in your Jamaican accent, da 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 da. And she was saying that basically the problem with that is that brands and sponsorships and all that sort of thing, they kind of gravitate towards, I guess, content creators that don't have an accent or don't have, a non-standard North American, like Canadian or American accent, or even like if you're like in the UK, like a British accent, English accent, I guess. I don't want to missay anything to you guys or anything. But yeah, so even in Australia, obviously Australian accent. So the less uniform that accent would be, I guess, they would just be like, not really sponsor that person. She was, and she linked like an article, I think, which I ended up reading. I'm like, wow, like that is horrible. Because it's kind of just like, obviously just knocking out a lot of people that might actually want to do a sponsorship from ever getting contacted by that brand, because they're like, no, we need this to be said like in standard American English or in an American accent. So when I started my channel, I just remember that like stayed with me before I started it. And when I was about to do it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna talk like this, because for one, I talk like this to like, again, everybody else in America who's American. I speak to them like in this accent. It's just easier. And it's not always I want to be like answering the question where it's like, oh my God, where are you from? Where is that? and all of that, you know, that comes along with it. Not saying I don't educate people where I'm from regardless, but it's just sometimes I don't want to deal with it. So I just like, you know what, let's just speak like this. And hopefully, you know, the brands will reach out to your girl some more. But yeah, that's the reason why, you guys. So as I said, I'm using the shade, which is Lear, and we're just blending that out onto the lid. Blending and blending. Okay, next question is another one that has to do kind of like with back home again on the islands. People ask, when are you coming home? This was like more of my friends though, just being annoying to say the least. So again, I haven't been home since 2017. It's not that I haven't wanted to go home. I want to go home. I mean, obviously I want to go home. My mother's still back home. 2 of my 3 older brothers are back home. Just a lot of, you know, my friends I grew up with, everybody is still back home on Dominica. But it's just been, I guess, a series of events is why I haven't been back. So I went back in the summer of 2017, actually, was the last time I was home. Then I went back in like August, the end of September. They got hit with a hurricane, which was like a Category 5 hurricane, Maria. Lost power, contact, everything for, you know, well. And my Christmas break of when I was in school, obviously 2017. So for Christmas break or winter break, there was still no power, like in majority of places on the island. So what was the point of going home and just being, you know, at home with no power? Not being like, I need technology or whatever, but it would have been more of a burden on my mother to be like, let me just go home and, you know, sit in the dark. And there's nothing I could with at that point. And it was just like best, you know, let me just stay here. Then 2018, for summertime, when I could have gone home, I actually ended up doing 3 courses during the summer course. Summer course is basically June to July, July to August. So that's, you know, obviously I was in school, did my summer classes then. And then we're moving on to winter break 2018 again, where I could have gone home. I was saving up for this trip because we had it was like an internship thing we were going to be doing for spring break for one of my classes. And I signed up for that. But obviously I had to save up the money to be able to go to New York City, where we're going to have our little, you know, conference thing. So saved up the money, decided not to buy a plane ticket and everything that goes along with going home for that year. Brings us to 2019. I graduated in the spring semester. So May 2019 is when I graduated. At that point, my mother and my brothers actually came up for my graduation. So, I mean, my family was here. Then I was job hunting, did some volunteer work as well, got a job full time. Got the job in, I guess, fall 2019 is when I got my job that I'm working right now. So I was like, great, you know, I'm working full time, making some money. I can finally go home in 2020, you know, save up a little bit for the first couple of months and then be able to go home. That was a plan. I planned to go home, I think it was like May or June 2020. And we all know what happened in 2020, so let's not rehash that. 2020 obviously was out of the question and brings us to right now, 2021. It's basically just why I've never been home since 2017. It's not that I haven't want to go home, I still do want to go home. And I'm thinking this year might be the year where we go home for Christmas. So fingers crossed, praying to the Most High, that might, you know, come into fruition. Okay, so I've done the little blending on the lids, well, more in the corner, I should say. I am now going to go in with, I don't know what I'm going in with. Let's do Eden. Eden is like this, it's actually like a soft orangey color right here at the top. So we're going to go in with this one right here. We're going to pack that on our lids. Next question though, it's actually, ooh, let me see. Okay, so somebody asked, do I have like any special, they said a diet, but like basically because of like what I showed what I eat sometimes just on, I've done like a what I eat in a week video for dinner. Also I just like show sometimes daily when I'm eating on my Instagram stories. I just post things there if my food is looking cute enough. But no, I don't have any like special diet. I don't have any restrictions as far as, you know, I'm not lactose intolerant. I'm not gluten intolerant. I am not vegan, pescatarian, or vegetarian. I don't do keto, nothing like that. I just eat what I want to eat. It's plain and simple like that. I'm sorry I'm at an angle talking to you guys. It's just like, I'm bad at this. This is the first time too, so we're learning. But yeah, I eat what I want to eat. What I tend to do is I will kind of gravitate towards whole foods. So I try to get, you know, veggies and fruits. And that's just because I'm not trying to be like, you know, rude or anything to anybody. I know it's different everywhere. Growing up on an island, that is what your main source of, I guess, foods are. It's going to be fresh fruits, vegetables, that sort of thing, and everything else is imported. So I grew up with that type of thing. And then I just, you know, it's just a force of habit. I keep on going back to getting my fresh veggies and stuff from the grocery store. Obviously, I like carbs. I love carbs. So I eat rice, lots of rice. Potatoes are amazing in all forms. Bread, love that too. So pasta, yeah. Anything that's a carb, I love it. I am trying to, I guess, eat healthier carbs, where it's like brown rice is a little better than, you know, white rice. I get a lot of like chickpea pastas and that sort of thing because it has more protein than carbs. Quinoa is a good replacement for rice, that sort of thing. So, you know, it's just like trying to find, I guess, a little healthier option here and there, but I still eat like regular rice and stuff though. So it's not like I only eat this. It's none of that. But yeah, so again, I eat what I want when I want. I love dessert. I love sweets. I'm not gonna lie. That's my downfall. It's desserts. So I try to regulate that where it's like, okay, have like a cupcake every now and then, but I'll still have like something sweet where it's like probably eat some fruit and yogurt, something, you know, just to satisfy my sweet tooth. All right, I'm gonna just move on from my shadows, you guys. Again, I'm not the best at this, so, but I'm now just gonna put on a little bit of mascara, and I'm using again a Tarte. This is just a Tarte. I'm not sure how clear this is to you guys, but I'm gonna be using the Tarte Man-Eater. I'm using the Tarte Man-Eater mascara. So we're just gonna put that on our lashes real quick, just to get off some of that eyeshadow, really. Isn't it funny that we still do that like face, or just like whenever you need to put your mascara on, no matter how much you try to fight it, you're still gonna do it. Like, it is just reflex now. Eyeliner, and I just use this e.l.f. eyeshadow and liner combination little thing. Yeah, so this is the e.l.f. little primer. Well, it's a shadow and liner combination stick thing that I use. And I actually picked this up. I get this at like any drugstore or anything. I just picked it up at Walmart all the time. It's literally like $2 or $3, I think, at most. It's e.l.f., so it's not, you know, super expensive. But I do need to like look into a mirror and hold on my lid to do this. So 1 second. So for now, I've only done like my top lid with the liner. That's only because my eyes tend to water when I put on my lashes. So we're gonna do that after we put the lashes on. And that's our next step, actually, is to apply our lashes. Now, like I mentioned at the start of the video, we do have wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous lashes. I have 3 types that I'm gonna choose from. Well, they're my 3 favorite ones that I chose. But again, it is from Major Allure Cosmetics. So thank you again. And I love the packaging of this. Like, it is, as you can see here, it's black on the front. And then the back has like this gorgeous like light pink, coppery tone. And it has the name of the lash that you're getting. Oop, is it upside down? I think my bad. So this is really cute packaging. So I have the Amy lashes. I also chose to get the Vivi lashes and then Juicy lashes. So I hope I can hold all 3 for you guys to see. Yeah, let's not do that. So yeah, we're gonna be choosing from these 3 which ones we're applying today for our look. Let me show you what they actually look like in the inside. This is Amy. As you can see, she is very full. Love that look. And I would like really wear this for like a night out, is why I chose this one here. Let me get a little closer again. And again, look at the packaging. Look at the iridescence on that. So yeah, Amy is like my night out girl. I would put her on whenever I go out next, like on the town, really. Who knows when that will be. Now I'm gonna show you Vivi. Short for Vivian, just kidding. This is Vivi. And she's a little bit more wispier. Again, very long and like pretty, but a little wispier as far as how full the set is. And I actually love this a little bit more like me. I usually go for like a wispy lash, just on regular, like when I'm filming. This is what I usually wear. Yeah, so this would be like my everyday, you know, when you want a little glam, but you don't want it to be too outrageous. Vivi is your girl, your go-to girl. And then last up we have Juicy. So I feel like Juicy is like in between Amy and Vivi. That's why I also wanted this one. Just when you don't want, again, to be too thin, but not too bold. Juicy is your go-to girl for that one. And these are a little bit straighter, but I do like that. Like as far as, you know, the length again, very gorgeous. And I just can't, I can't cope. I can't. So yeah, let's go in with our girl Vivi, like we said. And I did also want to mention, if you guys do shop these lashes at Major Allure Cosmetics, you will get $2 off your purchase. So definitely go ahead and check it out. Also came with this really pretty card. Look at this. Look at this. Like, tell me this aesthetic is not to die for. It is so pretty. I love the light pink with this little, you know, the drip drip. But yeah, the social media is on there, you guys. I'm also going to link it below. So be sure to check them out. Follow, like. You guys know the drill. We love supporting a gorgeous, like, Black-owned business, especially when you're getting, like, a real quality product. So check them out. You guys, so I always like to struggle with my Ardell strip lashes, but these went on so easy. I am impressed, like seriously. By the way, I only showed you guys the 3 types I chose, but they have so many different types of lashes. Like, you guys can choose from an assortment. So definitely check them out and see what you might like, because obviously these were like what I wanted personally, but you might like something else. So check out those other styles on Major Allure Cosmetics. We're gonna refocus now and do our under eye. I could have done this already. I don't know why I didn't. But anyway, we're all over the place and that's okay. And I'm just gonna apply that right underneath, right here, just a little bit on either side. Obviously down our nose to contour, above here, here, and here. That's it. And it's the same one that we use to kind of just prime our lids with. Going back in with our Fenty Beauty blender and blend this baby out. Well, you know, just disperse it. I feel like I've abandoned the questions. I'm sorry if I have. Now, obviously, it's super white. We're gonna go in and actually set this with our, this is the Laura Mercier setting powder. And this is just a regular one, the first one that came out, the translucent powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that everywhere I just put the concealer at. Yep, so that is that. I'm gonna leave this on for a couple seconds. Do I have any more questions? Let me see. Another question was, I guess, job related and just some people wanted like clarification. They said, because I do talk about like vaccines, COVID vaccines and stuff on my story sometimes on Instagram. Somebody asked, do I work for like a pharmaceutical company / made COVID vaccine? So I did not, I guess, obviously I didn't make a COVID vaccine. I guess I didn't, okay, so I work for a company, but it's a clinical research company, so not an actual pharmaceutical company. Basically, clinical research companies kind of work with pharmaceuticals to do testing, drug testing, medications, vaccines, device studies. And the company I work for has basically worked with other pharmaceuticals like Pfizer, Moderna, GlaxoSmithKline, you just name them. We probably worked with them before. So we do a lot of clinical trials, which is just, let me actually tell you guys, I am gonna first just sweep off the excess setting powder real quick while I talk. So yeah, my company just works with these pharmaceuticals to test out their products technically. You have to go through 3 phases before something can be FDA approved, you know, put on the market for general public use. So we just help them conduct the 2nd and 3rd phases, which are the human trial phases. And yeah, basically that's what we do. So last year, and even right now, we're still working on COVID vaccine studies. And that's just meaning that we're getting volunteers. Obviously, you have to volunteer if you want to do this. We're getting volunteers in to studies to be sure that these vaccines are, they already know they're safe. That's why they got past phase 1. But you have to show that it's safe in like a wider range of the population. So if you tested 20 people in phase 1, you got to test 300 people in phase 2, and then 30,000 people in phase 3. So it shows that your results were not like a one-time fluke, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what we do at my company. Now, we did help with the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccines that are out on the market, but we're also doing, I can't really say the names, of course, but Johnson Johnson's pharmaceutical vaccine that just came out for COVID. We help with that, and we have right now 2 more that we're doing, well, yeah, kind of working on before they start up. So I guess, yeah, I'm kind of like, I guess, working with pharmaceutical companies, but not really within them. Next, we're going to be using our Sephora Micro Smooth powder, just using the powder all over our face. And this is in the shade This is Mahogany, so it's deep shade. I'm gonna use the brush again, sweep it across, and we're gonna apply that all over. Just gotta add back, you know, the warmth to my face, cause yeah. Also, I should have actually just put up my hair, but I don't want my curls to start dropping, so that's why it's still down. Like, I'm just not following the rules of Get Ready With Me's at all, or the rules of makeup, perhaps. That you live and you learn, you know? All right, done with that. And now I'm actually gonna go in with my bronzer, if I can find it. This is my bronzer. It is a NARS bronzer in the shade Laguna. Let me open it up and show you guys what it looks like inside real quick. And here we go. So yeah, that's the bronzer. Add back a little warmth to my face is what we are looking at with this one. But I actually bought a lot of these products last year about my birthday. My birthday is October 23rd. And I just did like a makeup clear out at that point. Got like just new products because some of my stuff was expired or just like not really, I guess, working for me anymore. So we did that. Then I'm gonna ever so lightly highlight again with NARS. This is Exhibit A. Blush, my bad. So yeah, we're gonna use the NARS Exhibit A blush, and this is potent, I'll tell you guys this much. You have to use it sparingly, like a very little goes a long way. And look how vibrant that color is. And that is exactly why you don't want to use too much of this. So, as I was saying, I did buy a lot of these things last year, October, and I'm really happy I did because I did just need some new products. And because I do YouTube, like obviously I film a lot, so I do need, I go through my makeup a lot quicker than I did back when I would just only go out, you know, wearing it once, ever so often, I guess once a month maybe when I went out, who knows, even less than that. So a lot of my things were there and they were old, like 2-3 years ago I had them, but cleared that out and I'm really happy I chose these products. Like I went through, mostly I did these things on my own. I just went over, I just actually looked up a lot of the things online because you know they have like the shade finders and all that stuff right now, so that was very helpful for me. And if in doubt, just go to the store and tell them, you know, shade match me, which I don't think usually works all the time, but it's, you know, at least if you're between two shades, you can kind of see them up close and personal. They can do a little bit of matching, and then if it's not the best, return it or, you know, exchange it or whatever that they allow. Blush is on, and now we're just gonna highlight. And now this is one of the old things I saved. This is my ColourPop highlighter. It's a super shock cheek lighter, actually. I don't know what color is this. Wisp. This might be discontinued. This one might be discontinued. You see them getting to the bottom of the pan. But it's just a lovely highlighter that, again, I don't use a lot of it, but it does a phenomenal job. And what I usually do is I just use like a little water on my brush, and that transfers it better to get it to go on my face. And that is that. So we're done with the face. Let me go ahead and just put on my setting spray. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I feel like I've been talking a lot with you guys in this video. It's taking super long. I'm gonna wrap up this look now with just finishing up my lips. And first we're gonna be using, this is just a MAC Chestnut lip liner. So I'm gonna line my lips. And again, we have our Major Allure Cosmetics glosses to choose from. So I'm gonna go in with a gloss on top of that, well, on my lip, around my liner. Now again, she had a host of like glosses to choose from, but these just like spoke to me. For one, I love me a good chocolatey brown lip. Brown on brown skin is amazing. I picked up these like 2 pinky shades. This one's a little bit lighter, but I think I'm gonna go in with this one on my lip just because look at that right there. I feel like it's gonna go perfect. Like I got the pink nails, the pink top, the pink gloss. Like I'm definitely, you know, ready for spring by this look right here. Just the whole fit, everything. And if you check out the social media, you can actually get $2 off these glosses as well. So be sure to check that out and, you know, get you some glosses. You can't go wrong with a good gloss like any time of year, to be honest. If not looking for like a lip stain or lipstick, gloss is the way to go. And before I put on my anything on my lips, you guys, I do use my favorite new well, lip butter. which is from Truly Beauty. So I've been loving the Luscious Lip Butter. It's very hydrating. And it just goes on so perfectly on my skin. Like, let me hush my mouth because I'm about to draw all over my face if not. Now for our gloss, we're gonna go on top of that and finish up our entire look. Ooh, we got some iridescence actually in this gloss, so that's a nice look. Definitely giving me a springtime vibe with this whole fit. And the gloss to match. And that completes my little makeup look. Get ready with me. By the way, I haven't mentioned, but this top that I'm wearing, this little cardigan pink top, is actually from Zara. It's gonna be in a Zara haul, so should be up before this video, so definitely check it out. Or if this one comes out first for some reason, do just subscribe so you don't miss that video as well. Got a lot of cute pieces in there as well. But I am honestly loving this look, you all. Like, look at the vibe. Like, these lashes. Look at these lashes. And then my lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. I don't remember the song, all the words to the song, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is definitely a vibe. Thank you again to Major Allure Cosmetics for, you know, reaching out, sending me these gorgeous lashes and gorgeous glosses. So thank you so much, and thank you for watching. Thank you for submitting these questions and for getting to know me a little bit, I guess, through those questions. But I'm gonna go ahead and end out the video right here. So until next video, bye guys.